everybody. My name is Miss Morgan. Miss Morgan. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm talking to students. I'm talking to parents, maybe my boss, whoever's watching. I'm going to be seeing your children, once a week. Okay? So wake up. It's art time. All right, and I just want you to know that I am right now in my art classroom, and creativity pretty much starts right here. Okay? I'm going to be seeing your kiddo once a week. And so if they're gone and they miss art, 1 week without art makes 1 week. Oh no. So I'm going to be teaching your kid a lot, and if they miss 1 week, they've missed out on a lot. Because we all know that art pretty much is a ginormous part of the earth. It's actually in the word earth. So it pretty much encompasses the whole earth when I teach art, right? Very important. So if you're thirsty for knowledge, art is the place to be. Take a nice, cool class of art. Now, I am probably being kind of cheesy because I'm showing you all these posters. Just so you know, these are posters that I made. Yeah, I'm pretty much a nerd about lettering and taking regular letters and just making them look 3D, making them look really different. I've been doing this since 2nd grade. Yes, 2nd grade. So I've had a lot of practice. So if you're in 1st grade and I'm teaching you lettering, chances are you're going to be way better than me because you started a whole year before me. All right, so let's go ahead and make something. All right, so my big passion is making stuff, and one of my favorite things to make is posters. If you have me as a teacher, you're going to know that Miss Morgan's pretty crazy about making posters. I can kind of scan my room real quick. This is the first time I've ever made a video on this device, so don't really know how well it's going to do, but there's a little junky in my room, but let's see. Those are all the posters I made over there, and then if I scan over here and up, these are all the posters I made over here. And they're all related to art and teaching and different things like that. But since I'm kind of an art nerd and love lettering, this is something I do on my own time. When I go home, I like to draw, make stuff. A lot of it has to do with my personal faith. I like to illustrate my favorite book, which is the Bible. So I like to take Bible verses and illustrate those. I also like to just make things that are about being creative and just trying to inspire other people. So I also really like to, let me get something. Sorry. Not only am I an art nerd, I am also a music nerd. Not that I can really play music, although I would secretly love to learn to play the drums. But I like to take my favorite music, let's see, like some of my favorite songs, listen to them and listen to the verses of what they're saying and write the verses down and use different kind of lettering. A lot of this lettering is something that I would love to teach you if you're interested in. But I'm going to be teaching you very basic things in class. And the more you latch on to what I'm teaching you in class, the basic things, the more you can grow. You just have to start basic and go from there. So when I leave the classroom, I don't quit art. I just keep going. These are one of my favorites right here. This is a songwriter named Jamie Grace, and she writes some really cool lyrics, so I like to really take grasp of her lyrics and illustrate those. So anyways, this is dangerous letting Miss Morgan make videos, but my point is, I'm going to be having your kid this week for the first time, okay? I'm the only art teacher. I'm going to see the whole school once a week, remember, once a week. So I need to know their names in case I don't already know them. So what I'm going to have them do is we're going to start making name tags. They're going to make it in my class, and they're not going to take it home till the very last day of school because I need this all the time. Miss Morgan is pretty art smart, but when it comes to knowing names, I'm really not. I tell the kids I have spaghetti brain. I've got a big heart and I love what I do. I'm very passionate, but things don't stay up here very long. They all get tangled together in my imagination and all kinds of other stuff. My brain's very busy, okay? So this is what we're going to be doing with kindergarten. We're going to be starting off with line, starting with the most basic thing about art is line. Okay, they're going to do their name, and then they're going to take shapes, which is little bitty bubbles. Okay, going from a line to a shape, little bitty bubbles, and trace the letter of their name and fill it in, kind of like they're taking a little bubble test. Then the whole background is going to be done with all different color bubbles. For first and second grade, we're going to start again with very basic line and make a really thick version of their name with a light color marker, and then we're going to be tracing around it, kind of like a little race car with a black marker. Okay, you always want to start with pencil. That's what I tell my kids. You always want to start with pencil. This is what Miss Morgan does. And with the pencil, when you start drawing, you want to draw very lightly. You want to draw light until you know it's right. Because so many times we start drawing and we think it's going to be really good and we push really hard with our pencil and then we try to erase it and it just won't go away. No matter what we do, we're still going to see the lines that we messed up on. And we don't want to see the lines that we messed up on. So you have to draw like you're being secret. You draw super light, like you're hiding it from your neighbor who's sitting next to you. You don't want them to see what you're doing. If it looks bad, you can erase it really easily, okay? But if it looks good, you can make it darker or even go over it with a marker. That rhymes. You can make it darker or go over it with marker. That might be my next poster. Yeah. All right, so once we move into marker and we make it into a line, my older kids, talking like 4th and 5th grade, are going to take that line and make it into a form. A form is a three-dimensional looking object that we draw. It's really 2D because it's flat, but we try to make it look 3D, okay? And so what I'm going to be teaching my older kids is how to do letters that look 3D, like they're real. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit more advanced. We're going to see how you do, but I believe in you and I think you can do it. I know you can because cardinals fly high. So I'm going to be doing some lessons, probably 3 lessons. One for kindergarten that's very basic on lettering, how to do the bubble letters starting with the line. Then I'm going to do a different lesson for 1st and 2nd grade maybe that takes the line and makes it into a shape. Right? And then for probably the 4th and 5th graders, we're going to be taking the line and turning it into a shape, then form, looking really 3D. Okay? And I think you're going to be really good at this, Cardinals. It can take you very far. You could go into advertising, making posters, which is what really cool people do, make posters with really cool lettering. So I know that you are cool and you're very smart, very art smart. So let's get going and watch the videos that are coming up, teaching you how to do each one of these, and I'll talk to you later.